Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Saturday. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Because tonight, it's about to go down. Things are getting spicy. The lore is heating up. The market is pumping. And we're not sure what to make of it. Alright. Guys, sound off in the chat. Welcome Dixie, welcome Gourmet Brands Brooklyn. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining. Happy Saturday. We're vibing. Alright, let's go. Can you believe that was like one of the cheapest hype music intros I could find? Is that crazy? That's such a good hype intro. Absolutely ridiculous. Welcome everybody, happy Saturday. Smash the like button on your way in. If you are new, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before 2030. Bitcoin is currently trading at 96,084, 96,129. Depends on where you look, whatever the heck index is. I don't know if this is that aggregated price action from everywhere else, but we're chilling. We're still broke out of our little triangle scenario. Let's go update our liquidation heat map and see if we're still ranging for forever. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Yeah, see, we're stuck in that goofy little the weekend range. It's weird, man. It's totally weird. I don't know why this happens every single weekend. We got 95,499. We got 95,299. We got, it's a weird color, 95,032. Why is that pink? There we go. It's small as well. Okay. And then up top, 96,966. 97,166. I think that's the first time I've seen one without any change behind it. That's like a solid number. And then 97,432. Oops. Okay, so there you have it. Weekend started, and we just kind of went straight into the range, and now we're going to be stuck here and for at least another, in my opinion, maybe like 12 hours. Yeah, maybe a little bit less. Not financial advice, of course. But, yeah, we're stuck. We are stuck. Officially. What's cool is we're kind of getting like, we had the little downtrend, spike, And we got a little spike uptrend. I don't know. The patterns mirrored themselves over time, eventually, it seems. But Bitcoin's looking good, 96.39. Something's going on with my tongue. I got like an irritation from talking too much. So it's all janky. So excuse me if I don't talk as frequently or as smooth as I normally do. Bitcoin dominance is 64.85, chilling. Slowly grinding up to 66. Hopefully we get that touch and then it crashes. That would be great. ETH down 0.14%. This is literally like the same charts that we left with last night. Currently trading at 1840. Holding above 1812 though, which is great. We held our purple trend line, broke above 1812, and we've been chilling ever since, which is great. We got this little wick right here, which is kind of exactly what we want to see. There's buyers stepping up after the price falls a certain level. Looking good. Sol holding above the purple trend line, which is the previous inverse head and shoulders that led to a new all-time high. And yeah, we broke above, retested the descending broadening wedge, broke above, retested, and confirmed, hopefully, as support, our neckline from 2024. And we're looking good so far. Looking good. Not a lot of overhead resistance that I have marked on the chart at the moment. And the next big one that I'm looking for is like 165-ish. So total 3 down 1.16% on the day. It's choppy. It's doing its thing. I'm glad that we're not recoupled. I don't want it to recouple. So I'm keeping a close eye on it, as paranoid as that is. And I'm hoping that we just kind of continue to chop until we eventually meet up with it and then skyrocket. I'm totally okay with chop at this point. I'll take all the chop I can get. If we get like chop and dump, that's that stinks. Nobody likes chop and dump. We got a potential reset momentum wave, which has resulted in a pretty decent uptrend afterwards. So we'll see what comes of that. ADA is up 0.69%. Pretty decent sized candle for ADA out of nowhere today. Up 3.69%. Almost completely ate that so far. Keeping an eye on that as well. It was fun for like 5 minutes. Not even. But it's coming back down to potentially retest 69.97. If it can get a confirmation, a hold above that, then it might result in a move to the upside. We'll have to wait and see, though. We will have to wait and see. It is coiling up, like, pretty hard right here. Right at the end of this potential triangle. I don't know what it's a potential triangle of. We got confluence here. 3 hits. 1 hit there. So that's 4, 5. Doesn't look too bad. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully it's not a bear flag, because that stinks. SNEK is down 0.43% on the day. Big wick right here. Weird manipulation going on the centralized exchanges, it seems. But, I mean, the volume was there. I assume somebody bought somewhere where there wasn't as much volume as there is on the dexes. And Flowdesk, the automatic market maker, had to, like, re-evaluate and level the price out across the board. What is happening? There we go. That's just my assumption. Total guess. But I mean, we had something back here, which resulted in a pretty decent, you know. Let's actually fractal that, because that's interesting. Whenever we get that weird manipulation spike. Is it bars pattern? I always forget what one it is. So what if... I kind of like that. Kind of like it. That would be pretty sick, wouldn't it? Ooh, and it kind of follows our lines. That's weird. Oops, hold on. Let me get my paintbrush. Little rejection of, what is that, 35? Break above here. Rejection at 40. Retest at 37. Break above, and then just go to new all-time highs, dude. That would be crazy. Oh, we got 20 minutes until the daily close contest. Gourmet Brands Brooklyn wants us to check ZBCN. Rallied right after my live last night. Apparently, I should have stayed on. Let's see. ZBCN. I did a bunch of fun stuff on X, though. No spaces last night. Ooh, wow. Okay. So you got a volume spike right here, which is great. The volume on this rally is quite low. Decent volume there. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Why did this rally? See why the momentum wave isn't always 100% reliable? As long as it's reset to the midpoint or not touching the peak, you got a pretty decent chance of some skyrocketing on the momentum wave. 1949. Let's draw some lines here. We got resistance turns support now, potentially. Wow, that's a big one. Okay, so that right there alone, actually, I might even drag it down. 14, yeah. So you got confluence here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would argue 5, 6, 7. Decent chunk of confluence there. And it rejected for a minute. Rejected again, and then bam. It looked like it was going to do an M. There's probably people shorting. And then it just exploded to the upside. Very nice. It is overbought on the RSI and the 4-hour. That doesn't mean too much, as long as it's not present on other higher time frames. Weekly looks good. You got a green dot on the momentum wave there. Daily is overbought as well. So just be careful. You know, it could come back down. Don't forget to pay yourself. Not financial advice though. You know more of your financial situation than I do. But it looks good, man. Looks good. Next big area probably going to be literally right there. The midpoint from that M. And it just so happened to reject right at that exact point. So keep an eye on that. And from that, I don't know, maybe right there. And I would even argue right here-ish should be some kind of support. And that's just based on where the price has reacted in the past. XRP is down 1.02% on the day, still holding above $2, which is great. It does look like it's breaking below 220, which is not awesome, but it's not bad. As long as it's holding above 2, I'm happy. We do maybe potentially have some support here from all of this price action. A lot of rejections there. Resistance turns support. I can see it. Kind of makes sense. So XRP looks good. If it continues up, my next stop, 250. I'm sure that there's a midpoint in there somewhere, though, to keep an eye on. I would just look at psychological price levels at that point. 230, 240. HBAR, down 3.41% on the day. Broke below 1858. Holding above 18, which is good. Next support zone is 1783. There's something going on here. This is a pattern. You got like a peak, M, another peak. It kind of looks like Batman. Kind of looks like Bongo Cat. Kind of looks like inverse head and shoulders if you had two heads. I don't know. Is it a top pattern? Maybe. Is it a reversal pattern? I have no idea. Maybe it does this. Why is it trading so like textbook? It's freaking me out. I don't know. HBAR is one to keep an eye on though for me. SWI is down 2.67% on the day. SWI also had this funky little pattern thing going on. The little spikies. Tyler's favorite, head and shoulders. Rejection at 391. Broke below 353, which is kind of weak. I would actually go here, 342. No previous confluence. That's just where it bounced. I could make both arguments. It spent a lot of time right above this. Right here. Yeah, I don't know. It's sloppy. But it's working its way down. Maybe, yeah, maybe $3 is the pullback. I would either go 250, 275 or $3. If it goes down to 250, that would suck. But look for 275 or 3. Preferably 3, obviously, because that's a higher one, but we'll keep an eye on it. Confirmed red dot has gone from confirmed to unconfirmed, and the momentum wave is almost entirely reset, which is great. RSI is not quite oversold, but it's getting there. Ondo's down 4.8% on the day. Chilling at 87.79. Excuse me. I have to moisturize my lips. Okay. 87.73 now. So Ondo has this potential bear flag that looks like it unfortunately might be playing out. I don't It's sloppy. This one's sloppy too. Maybe it does a choppy thing and then it goes up. Is that a bear flag technically? Maybe. I don't know. You could make arguments for almost any aspect of TA. But it broke below 90, which is not good. It broke below 95, then 90. And it rejected the purple trend line when it tried to get back above that. So it's probably heading to 84, 84, potentially 80, 24. We will wait and see. I feel like I could see 80, 24. I would really like 84, 84 though. For the pullback. Almost oversold. Momentum wave reset. Looking good. Aerodrome. Chewy killing it with Aerodrome. This bad boy has been blasted to the upside. Probably more than anything else. I think it's doubled since the bottom. 163% to the Pico top. Pico bottom to the current price. 123. Very nice. Chilling at 63.6. I would call that support right here. You got rejection, support, resistance. So if it can't hold that, I don't know, maybe 60. 60 looks good too. Yeah. Those are two weaker points though, so I'm gonna make them thin. Yep. Look for 62.2, 60, or 55.8. Render is down 5.35% on the day. This bad boy broke above our little $4 range. Retested, got confirmation. Broke above 432. Rode that for a little minute. Tried to break above 475, couldn't quite make it. Got above there for a second. Coming back down. Maybe it gets a pullback to the mid zone and blast off. It might pull all the way back here. It might go all the way back here. Either way, it looks like it wants to keep going. So right now we're gonna stick to the more bullish side. Although momentum wave just hit the midpoint, and so did the RSI. So keep an eye on it. Maybe it gets a little further pullback. I do want to be a little more bullish on it though, just because it seems like it's been performing relatively well and holding up quite nicely. Oh my god. Polkadot is down 3.08% on the day. This thing's been in some kind of flag range thing. Is it a wedge? I don't know. Momentum wave almost reset. It looks like a pattern though, doesn't it? There's 1, 2, we're about to get a third, maybe with a green dot. And a blast to the upside. Wouldn't that be crazy? Polkadot's down 3%. It's chilling at $4 right now. Big psychological level. Should be relatively decent support. If it breaks below that, look for 378. Maybe a little bit of a reaction at 395. CAS is down 7.06% on the day. CAS also kind of came out of nowhere and started blasting to the upside very nicely. Broke above 97, broke above 10. Couldn't keep it up there for a minute. It actually got all the way up to 10.5. Touched 11 for a quick, almost got it. Very close. Couldn't quite make it. Come back down for a lower high. Rejecting off of 97. Maybe coming down to 82. If we pulled back to the mid-range and then blasted off, that would make me happy. It also looks somewhat symmetrical. So we'll see what happens. Avalanche is down 3.25% on the day. Doing its weird thingy. So we had a reaction just below the purple trend line. I don't put too much stock into the purple trend line. It's kind of just there for observation because we saw this funky thing. I don't know. It was clearly a area of resistance turned potential support for a minute. But we're looking at a pullback right now. It's chilling at 2055. If it doesn't hold 20, then it's probably going to 1982, probably 1828. I'm looking for 1828, I think, because 1982 is a little too close to that 20. There'd be no point in it even breaking 20 at that point. But we'll see. We'll see, man. RSI is almost oversold. Momentum wave almost completely reset to the bottom. We'll see what happens. Chainlink looks oddly similar. A little more bearish, it seems. Chainlink is chilling at 1426. At the top of its range that it's had trouble in since February 2025. Index said, yo, I'm here to like stream and listen till falling asleep. What? What time is it where you live, Index? It's like 7:40 p.m. on a Saturday. You know, all my internet friends go to bed early, and it's so weird. You guys are all weird old dudes. Or even the young people go to bed early, and you guys are all like, ooh, healthy health. And I'm like, what the hell? As I drink Red Bull out of a straw like a fucking loser. Chainlink is down 2.73% on the day. Pretty decent overhead resistance. We'll see if it breaks above it. This little bear flag thingamajigger didn't really do much. Dixie said, I don't fall asleep, JJ. I do know that. I did think of you while I was saying that, Dixie. I appreciate one friend existing past 10 p.m. Evan said I'm old. Not as old as Dixie, though. I also appreciate Evan's mailbox video. That was fun. We'll see, though, man. Battle of the dongs. The dong off has begun. Is there going to be a third entrant by the time it's over? I don't know, man. I don't know. Tag team dong off. Anyways, Chainlink chilling 1427. Looking for 1339 pullback. If it does pull back, there's a lot of confluence there actually with the pink line as well. If it breaks 1339, we look for 1268. He's 3 hours behind us, doesn't count. Oh shit! I forgot about that. Damn it. I mean, it counts. It's still real to me, man. It's still real to me. OP. So OP has been very nicely riding these lines. Had a purple support line, rejected 69.3, broke above it, rejected the mid-level in between 69 and 76, retested and confirmed 69.3, rejected, not quite mid-level, just a little, maybe 25% pullback, and then broke through, rejected, support, broke through, rejected, support for a second, broke through, bounce, broke through. It's weird how much OP has been obeying these lines. It's very weird. So, I don't know what to look for if it's going to break down. It kind of, maybe this? Yeah, we got resistance, turn support. Yeah, look for 63 on OP. Not financial advice. Hopefully, I don't know. It's almost oversold. I could actually see 63, maybe even the midpoint. Is this the bottom for OP? That'd be kind of nice. Don't trade on the weekends, guys. Trading on the weekends is such a bad idea. But yeah, OP broke below 69.3 right now. We're keeping an eye on it for sure. We got this nice wick, which is indicative of a potential price reversal. Almost oversold. Green dot on the momentum wave. The signs are all there. OP, maybe potential reversal coming soon to a theater near you. Doge. If Doge comes down to 11 cents, it got bongo catted. Wow, wait, that's what we came to last night? I don't know what happened last night. My brain was like off. I was like such a giggly idiot, and I didn't even take an edible, which is really weird. But I felt like I did. I don't know. Jury's still out. Doge has been so sideways since freaking March, like the beginning of March. It's been 2 months of sideways for Doge, so hopefully they get something. Unfortunately, it might be a dump, but they need something, man. If I was Doge heavy, I would be so butthurt about this scenario. This sucks. It's down 3.1%, holding above 1752. If it breaks below that, we're looking for 1681. If actually there's confluence there too with this green line, it could do that. I don't know. Momentum wave kind of chilling in the middle. So is the RSI. Something to keep an eye on. Doge 11 cents brutal. Is that brutal? Why does it? Doge is the one coin where I can just like I feel like if I traded this, I would be really good at it. Because I have zero emotional attachment to that. 34% is pretty brutal. Maybe that is kind of crazy. I don't know though, man. I've been calling it. I'm a little too stubborn. I've been calling it for months, so I'm sticking with it, man. I'm sticking with my guns. Polygon Matic pulled down 3.8% on the day. This thing broke above 22, broke above 23.86, broke above 25, rejected at 25.67. Support for a quick second at 23.86, broke below, above, below, rejected, continuing to the downside. Is it going to bounce to the midpoint again? Or is it going to come all the way down to 22, maybe even 20? We will see. Momentum wave almost bottomed out. Red dot potentially played out, and RSI is almost, not quite actually. It's about 1/3 from the bottom. Near. Near's an interesting one. There's something here. Chilling at 243. Broke below 251. Rejected at 269. Support at the mid zone, the midpoint in between 251 and 234. In case you guys are unaware, whenever I say the mid zone, because it is kind of a made up thing, it's usually in between two lines that I'm looking at. The midpoint. I guess I never really explained that. I just assume people can figure it out. But I feel like that's ignorant. To just be like, yeah, you guys know what's going on inside my head. Yeah, 234. Pretty big support, resistance, support. Yeah, that's what I would look for. 234 support on near. Chili's is down 4.92% on the day. Oh, thank God, my trade is recovering. I'm scared to look over at my screen. 4 cents. At the moment, if it doesn't hold 4, it's going to get pretty dicey for Chili's. But it's been doing relatively decent. We got so I'm looking for a W, M, pull back to the midpoint, bounce, and then explosion. And we saw this play out recently on something else. What was it? No, not near. Not ETH. I don't think it was, or I'm sorry, not Sol, not ETH. I don't think it was ADA. Or SNEK. It was something, and was it Polkadot? Polkadot. Maybe it was Sweet? Was it Sweet? Not really. What the hell was it? Was it Arrow? I think it was Arrow. So we had the W, the M, the pullback to the midpoint, and then the explosion. That's what it was. Look at that. Beautiful. W, M, midpoint, explosion. All right, guys, we got less than 1 minute until the daily close contest. Let's get to our chart. 1 minute time frame. Oh, look at those 1 minute volume spikes. That's weird. That's like where anybody that actually has money is buying Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin 95,845. We got 31 seconds remaining on the clock. Let's get the thingamajigger. Boop. Okay. All right, I'm in live chat. Live chat. Yep. All right, let's see. Evan said he's 3 hours behind us. Doesn't count. Dixie, Tyler said, okay, JJ, just don't read anything. Okay, I'm sorry, hold on. Tyler said, oh, I'm supposed to tell you guys when to go. Shit, my thing went away. Oops, okay. You got daily close contest is officially in order, by the way. Evan said, not as old as Dixie. Oh, yes, I'm supposed to read Tyler's stuff. He said, except Tyler, but I don't like playing Rocket League with him. Shit, I played right into that one. Okay, JJ, just don't read anything I say. Wow. Hold on, I'm going to do a dedicated Tyler read. Okay, I see. You said before I got on. You were going to ignore me today. My wife wants to know how many kids you have. Me? I just have one. And she's 14. How old? She's 14. Impossible. Who? Are you talking to somebody else? I'm only allowed to read Tyler's stuff right now. That didn't work out. Ooh, Hoffs is here. Hoffs said, I'm here. Maybe Shadowban. I got Mitch Raid. That's unfortunate. Jim Derringer said, you got a friend in me. Tom Hanks creeps me out, man. I don't know what happened to him. He went from, like, fun to weird, like, overnight. Something happened, man. Something happened. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, I can't wait to unload my Doge. Jim Derringer said, near is so indecisive. So near, yet so far away. Vahid said, Tyler, he has 17 kids and is 21. Jim said, Zen moves slower than Microsoft. Tyler said, impossible. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, LOL. Vahid said he gave a lot to the SP Bank, so JK. I don't know what that means. All right, we got some guesses. Cash Oak said, what up, brother? Hope all is good. Cash Oak, all is not good. I'm currently at war with Dixie over this dong FUD. So, shit's going down. Money said, hello, what's going on, Money? All right, let's get our guesses in. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. I should have been typing this whole time. 94, 499.45. Guys, if I did not type your guess in, it is your responsibility, not mine, to make sure that I get it, because YouTube discriminates. 95, 66666 from Hoffs. I like that number. Tyler. Mr. Tyler Yetzer. 95, 555. Who else? We got Vahid. 95, 56969. Dong FUD sounds weird. It's not weird. It's not gay either. It's very masculine and alpha, actually. Oh, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said 96, not 84. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, God. 90. Why won't it take the thing? There you go. Jeez. 96. What did I say? You're right. 499.45. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Last, and then Fahid, and then Money. Cash Oak said I got greedy and held my bags to the ground. Okay, we got Money. 95. 440.91. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think we're good. Tyler said I'm going for a big dump retest. Jim Derringer said Dong FUD sounds weird. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said 96, 984. Tyler said thanks for all the room, Vahid, but I understand why. LMAO. Vahid said, I don't know what you're talking about, Tyler. Plausible deniability. Guys, my trade's red again. Fuck. Son of a bitch. Fucking weekend. Every time, man. I'm not closing it. I refuse. They can liquidate me. All right, what do we got? We got 53 seconds remaining on the clock. Anybody that would like to participate in the daily close contest, sound off in the chat. Oh, did Tyler change his? What? I'll allow it. You guys got 38 seconds left for anybody else that wants to change. 95, 777, 77. Nice. All right, let me make sure I get everybody correctly. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, 96, 499.45. Yep. Hoffs, 95, 666, 66. Yep. Fahid. Evan said, so you just guess the exact number? Yes, sir, but you only have 15 seconds left, and there's a delay on YouTube, so I don't think you're going to make it. Oh, Fahid's coming in with a change. Oh, shit! 95, 832, 34. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Time's up. Time's up! Jim said, you guess unless you're Fahid. He's a market maker. That is true. Fahid and Tyler are in the lead. I don't remember who's where, though. Time's up, officially. No longer taking guesses. You got a 5-minute window from 10 minutes prior to 5 minutes prior. Once the clock hits 9:55 p.m., 7:55 p.m. EST, time's up. We're no longer taking entries. So, better luck next time. Anybody who did not get in. Now that we got these bad boys sorted, Let me sort them. All right, Bitcoin is currently trading at 95,874 and 58 cents, making Fahid in the lead. Interesting. Tyler's in the lead. What do you mean Tyler's in the lead? Oh, overall. Yes, not for today. Just overall. Yes. Yes. Indubitably. Okay. Let's see. 95, 874, 57. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. So Fahid has a pretty big window above him, but it could theoretically dump below his price pretty easily, I think. I don't know if it's going to, though. We got higher low. And this is a potential fugly inverse head and shoulders with a potential target of my balls. 95, 874, 57. Oh, I forgot. Oh, shit. I don't remember. That's probably so loud. I'm so sorry. I think that was really loud. My bad. My bad. Okay. 95, 874, 58. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. It is still Fahid's game. Is Tyler only in the lead by 1, though? That is the question. Tyler has 14 and Fahid has 13. Yes, Tyler is only in the lead by 1. So if Fahid takes it tonight, then they will be tied again. Which, if you combine their names and then remove them entirely and spell this word instead, it's tied. Interesting. Let's see. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left on the clock. 95, 871, 81. Since there's 2 minutes left, let's go through some articles. Warren Buffett says it might be a good idea to own a lot of other currencies besides the US dollar. I'm assuming, because he's retiring soon, that he's talking about Bitcoin. Not financial advice, though. We will see. Marty Party posted whale trades. A whale is long on Bitcoin with $136 million at 40x leverage. That's crazy. Kramer Mad Monday. I do have sound effects. I have to get used to them now. We got Warren Buffett to step down as Berkshire Hathaway CEO by the end of the year. Very interesting. All these money people are stepping down. First Klaus Schwab, then Warren Buffett. Very strange. Sailor data shows strategies topping the chart with 88.7% open interest relative to market cap. Very interesting stuff. We got 1 minute, 16 seconds left on the clock. Articles during contest should be illegal. Shinamac said, yo, what's going on, Shinamac? Tyler said, ouch. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, you should start to use sound effects. Yep, I read that. Evan said, he doesn't mean Bitcoin. Dude doesn't own a computer. Hates Bitcoin. That's why he's stepping down. Tyler said, JJ, why can't mods make polls? I don't know. I don't think I let you guys make polls. I don't know if I have this. Which is a classic. Did it play? Maybe it didn't play. I'm going to play it again. I don't think it played. I got a soundboard for my birthday. It just has like cookie cutter sounds. I can't change them, which kind of stinks, but it's fun. It's a fun thing. Shinamac given a guess with only 1 minute left. But it's not 1 minute left to guess. It's 1 minute left until the contest is closed. 9 years late. Oh, man. I should just put up a bunch of charts patterns around my computer so I can spot them easier. LMAO. All right, guys. We got 12 seconds left until the conclusion of the daily close contest. I do believe it is Fahid's game at the moment. I don't have my window open. Oh, gosh. I'm going to get in trouble. 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The conclusion of the daily close contest. $95,856.42. Making Fahid our winner. Congratulations, Fahid, on your victory. I'm not laughing. I am laughing because Fahid won, because of the prize today. Congratulations, Fahid, on your victory. Guys, spam the bananas in the chat. 940, not 440. Hold on then, hold on. Yeah, you still would have lost. Sorry, money. Thank you for pointing that out 10 minutes later, though. Congratulations, Fahid, on your victory. With a guess of 95, 832, 34. An actual daily close of 95. Where am I? Which one was it? I gotta switch to the 4 hour now. I spent too much time looking at money. Money's complaint. Daily close of 95, 856.42. Congratulations, Fahid, on your victory. Guys, spam the bananas in the chat for Fahid. There you go. And there's always so many people that are like, I can't tell time. It's kind of funny, actually. Your math sucks. That wasn't even math. It's closest without going over. Edibles must have kicked in. Fajidio. When in doubt, buy some dong. The girls love dong. The girls do love dong. Anyways, guys, spam the bananas in the chat for Fahid. Congratulations, Fahid, on your victory. Fahid and Tyler are now tied once again. It's an endless struggle between the two. It is a very gay scenario. Canada, though. Canada is making up some headway, man. Some dongway, if you will. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some articles to go through. One of which is going to require my headphones. But before we get into that, Fahid's prize. Today, May 3rd, 2025, Saturday. Fahid winning with a guess of 95, 832, 34 and an actual daily close of 95, 856, 42. His prize is a meatloaf log. Congratulations, Fahid, on your victory. Enjoy your meatloaf log. You can cook it some more. It looks like it might not be cooked, or it's either undercooked or it's just gross and weird or something. I don't know. You can feed it to your family. You can feed it to your pets. You can do with whatever you want with it, but you can't leave it here. That's part of the rules. Congratulations on your victory. Enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, the articles of importance now. Let's get into them. We got CZ. Says he's not against gold, but it's not a limited supply asset. We got the Pudgy Penguin people meeting with Congress, which I thought was freaking hilarious. We got Global M2 update. This one's important. On the road to redemption. I don't even know. The road to the moon. Bitcoin's about to just go completely bananas. We're going to make a lot of money off this. I'm very excited. So, exciting stuff. Go follow Colin Talks Crypto. Brilliant guy. We got how much Bitcoin you need to retire. I don't understand the chart. I looked at it though and I was like, I can afford 14 grand over the course of like 20 years. So hopefully Bitcoin stays the same price so I could just accumulate a crap ton of it. We got, in the last 3 weeks, Bitcoin has strongly outperformed the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and Magnificent 7. Cool stuff. All the anti-Bitcoin people are very upset. Coinbase CEO saying crypto is going to eat most of the financial services. Thought that was sick. Tony Rosas said, what up, JJ? What's going on, Tony Rosas? Bitcoin, Apple. Oh, shoot. I can't let that play yet. Spoilers. Big breaking. Apple, $3 trillion, just dropped its iOS ban on in-app Bitcoin and crypto payments. That's massive. Let's fucking go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the beef of the hour. The lore building, the call out. The call out was made. I called out Dixie for his dong fud, and he responded. So we're going to listen to the response together, I think. Yep. Okay.
Well, it's been brought to my attention that JJ thinks Dixie Flatline has a conspiracy out against him. Well, listen, bro. It's not a conspiracy. It's just science. The algorithm can't inflate what ain't there. If you got a micro dong, you got a micro dong. Enjoy it. Embrace it. I see every time you're out there using dong size. Man, that 1 point something, I think that's liberal. I have a few mock-ups for you. Now I think this is more your size. Now if you're a real man and you want to show off your big dong, go into the dong Discord after your live stream, or during your live stream actually. Let's see you go into the Discord. Dong out. I got a new command for you. /dong duel. I'll let you pull the trigger. See who the real man is.
All right. Mr. Dixie. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot the command. Dong duel. Are you ready? I'm going to press the button. Opponent, Dixie Flatline, who after he loses is going to change his name to Flatline Dixie. Let's get it. Do I have to type? I don't know what this. I don't know what this entails. Let's go! There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The victor goes the spoils. Mr. Flatline Dixie, I do believe that is my victory. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know. Thank you so much. Flatline Dixie is pretty funny. I know. It's ridiculous. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Where'd it go? Hold on. There it is. I know. Whew. Oh man. That was hard. Complicated stuff. We need more context. Okay, let me show you the context. You need more context. I gotta find the original one. It might take me a second. More context has been requested. Alright. Okay. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. So, within the Dong Discord, Dixie so kindly programmed a bot where you can measure your dong. Now, the first 3 or 4 days, I had a pretty decent size. It was like double digits, 3 days in a row. Then after that, for some reason, he tweaked some stuff. And now magically my dong is like single digits, like low single digits. I think the first one was 1 point something. So I organized with some of the my fellow micro dongs, and we gathered, we rallied the troops, and we put together a response.
Guys, this is definitive proof of the conspiracy to make my dong small. Dixie, I'm watching you. It's a little shriveled up, but it still works. It's still firm. It's still good. Look at that. 7.5 inches. None of this 1 point whatever. It's not even anywhere near 1 point whatever.
Interesting.
It's not even 1 point whatever thick. Ridiculous.
Definitive proof of dong tampering, which we will not stand for. The duel shall continue. All right, now that that's over, congratulations, Fahid, once again on your victory. Enjoy your meatloaf. The reason why I was cracking up about the meatloaf thing is because one of the times Fahid won like a meat log, and it was just like this weird like little ball of meat, and I was like, what better than like what the highest form of meat log is meatloaf, and this is the only meatloaf that I could find that was like long and uncut for whatever reason. When you look up meatloaf, it's all cut, man. I don't know why people cut their meatloaf for the picture. I want to see the loaf, not the slices. Money said first time asking for more context was a mistake. Oh, it gets worse. If you go to my ex, there's so much more. It gets so much worse. Me and Dong Julio Jr. is in the refrigerator right now. He's taking a little bit of time off. We got a little fucked up last night on SNEK Energy. But me and Charles are going randonauting later. It's gonna be so much fun. Shit's about to get fucking crazy. But we got to pick up some more aspirin first because we overdid it with the SNEK Energies last night. All right, let's see. Our daddy taught us not to be ashamed of our dogs. Dixie said, "Congratulations, my friend. You are the victor." As I predicted, just like all of my fractals. They don't call me the fractal Farquad for nothing. The fractals apply to dong size as well, Mr. Flatline. I appreciate you. That was an honorable duel. You took your loss with grace. Much respect. I tip my hat to you, good sir. Okay. I'm not going to ask again, what do you do in your pastime? Me? This. I play guitar and I fuck around with my friends on the internet. It's a fun time. The meat log. The meat log, dude. The meat log. Okay, market's a little bit green. My trade is slightly less underwater, which is great. Let's do a quick update of the liquidation heat map now that Saturday is over. What day is it for you, Money? It's Sunday right now, right? Yeah, see? They're not even going to touch that stuff. Interesting. It got a little bit thinner, though, it seems. We got 95,512. Hang on. There we go. 95,512. Oops. Okay, then what do we got underneath that? 95,244. Money, you're in Europe? 95,043. Chewy said, yo, did Clint leave? Clint doesn't show up here. He doesn't show up here, Chewy. So in order for him to have left, he would have had to have shown up in the first place. 96,988. 97,189. So I got a funny story last night. I'm all excited. You know, I'm done with all my random crap on X and stuff like that. 97,390. And my fiance is house sitting for my mother right now. My mother's on vacation. She just left for Florida. And I sit down, like my fiance and my daughter are at my mom's. I sit down on the couch. Thank God I didn't take an edible. I sit down on the couch with the full, like overflowing bowl of Apple Jacks. And I'm so excited. I'm about to watch the 3 new episodes of Andor. I'm so excited, and I text my fiance. I'm like, me and Tripod are about to watch Andor, and I got a bowl of cereal. So I'm about to watch my fucking show with my fat-ass 3-legged cat and our bowl of cereal, and I shit you not, she calls me. She goes, we need help. The van broke. I was like, what happened? So now, for the first time in my entire life, I had to throw away an entire bowl of cereal. I'm so devastated about that. They were okay. They were driving home from my mom's, which is not far away, and a cat ran out in the road, and she slammed on the brakes, and it literally broke the rotor because she slammed on the brakes so hard. She's never going to listen to me, but I said, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to swerve. You're not supposed to hit your brakes. You're supposed to hit the animal. Insurance will not cover if you swerve or slam on the brakes and somebody rear ends you. They will cover you if you hit an animal that runs out in front of the car. But, you know, it's a cat's life. I can replace the fucking rotor on my van. It just sucked. You know what I can't replace? My bowl of cereal, man. My bowl of cereal and my Friday night. Regardless, today I do the same thing. We flatbedded the fucking van to my mom's. I'm gonna fix it whenever. I made myself like a delicious little breakfast thing, and I sit down, and my sister calls me, and she's like, hey, we just bought a new safe and we need your help bringing it down to the basement. Can you come help us? And I was like, can you give me like a half hour? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, good. Because I just fucking sat down with my food. And I told her when I got there, I was like, this every time I sit down in the same spot with a full ass meal. And somebody's like, I need something, or something happened and I can't fucking eat my food. She's like, you should stop sitting there. It was ridiculous. It was crazy. Oh, shit. It was pretty funny. Bitcoin is 96.42. It's getting pretty green here, actually. Oh, my trade's almost good. Holy crap, guys. This calls for celebration. Tyler said, do I get an extra minute on contest? Tyler, are you a tier 3 channel member? Because if I have to check, it's going to take me like 5 minutes to figure out how. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, put your phone on silent. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll just let my daughter or my fiance sit in the middle of the road at 1 o'clock in the morning. I think I would have been murdered. Don't answer the phone when eating cereal. I might do that. Tyler said, I check. I don't know. I don't know how I even check. Let me go check. Look at this. We're getting a little blasty. It's the power of the meatloaf, man. Vahid is killing it. Tyler's killing it. They're killing each other, and yet somehow not progressing. It's pretty funny. It is pretty funny to watch them go back and forth, and then watch somebody like Jay Shear 2.0 just like get like 6 or 8 wins in a row, and like become like 3rd place or something. That shit cracks me up. All right. How do I see my freaking memberships? Community? No. Okay, hold on. So we have a bunch of just moved to Cornerville. We have 1 Cornerville resident, which is tier 2, and 1 Cornerville Chad, which is tier 3. I believe our 1 Cornerville Chad is Digi. Why can't I see this? Digi. See your members? There we go. Current level. Cornerville resident is Mr. Flatline Dixie. Cornerville Chad is Digi. Yep. So Tyler, no, you do not get an extra minute. But you can guess up to 1 hour early. I told you it was going to take me forever. Oh, we got some gifted memberships. Dixie gifted 5 memberships. Hell yeah. What a legend. Thank you very much, Dixie. Cereal time is precious. It really is. Evan's trying to dong. Ooh, you know what? I just read Hoisin Sauce. I was reading that, and I was like, I remember when I talked about that. He said when Drew watched Daisy with Drew and JJ. He actually replied to me. Like a day later. Thank you very much, Dixie. Appreciate you. Absolute Giga Chad. Jim Kennedy's a Giga Chad as well. Dixie said, as I loss, I gift you. Your gift has been received. Now I have to find somebody else to beef with. Money said, I never get it. Cornerville banned me or something. It's very random. I'm not sure why. I literally, I'll get gifted memberships for channels that I'm subscribed to, but I like don't watch their stuff, or if I do, it's like very rare. And I always feel bad because I'm like, it could go to somewhere else, you know what I mean? It'd be cool if you could give your membership to somebody else. Because I think the one that I feel the worst for, because it's the most frequent, is Zesty Polvo. He's a DayZ streamer. And I know there's a ton of people that watch him like religiously. I watch him very rarely, and it's usually his videos and not his live streams. So the membership means nothing to me. And I feel really bad whenever I like get a gifted membership for his channel. I'm like, can I give this to somebody that would actually like use it? Shanamax said it gives it to the people who watch your channel the least. Oh, that actually makes sense. To like make them watch more? Whoa. I can't stop now. I'm like using this as a pointer and stuff. I don't know. I quit smoking, so I'm like, should I buy pipe tobacco and smoke the pipe? I feel guilty if I do that. I feel like I'm not allowed to do that. My fiance said if you do, you're not allowed to get menthol because I used to smoke menthols, but I'm like, I don't want to get menthol. But I won't. I'm going to refrain from the tobacco usage. I did see somebody, I don't know how many people in the chat do chew. Evan, if you're here, I'm sorry. I assume you do chew. Just because you're from Ohio. I'm so sorry. But I watched a guy, I'm like walking out the grocery store, and this guy comes out from behind his truck, and I watched him go, and he just flicked some fucking, it looked like poop out of his fucking mouth, and then he kicked it, and he kept walking, and I was like, ugh. I was so taken aback. I've never seen that in public before. And he's like fucking 8 feet tall. He just came from behind a like fucking F650, and he just goes plop. And I was like, whoa. And then he kicked it, and it just looked like black bird shit. But it was like fucking this much. It was a huge clump of chew. I was like, whoa, my God. Oh man. Evan said, bruh. It's an Ohio thing, man. I don't know why. There's the stereotype. When I was 18, I did. Nah, just Zins now. Okay, Zins, they're a little more acceptable. Oh, that's too funny, man. That fucking nasty ass dude. Quitting smoking is so hard, but so worth it. I'm 20 years no smoking. I reached 2 years this last month. It's very nice. The amount of money that I saved is ridiculous. I do still think about it all the time. One of the like cornerstone aspects of my smoking was my morning coffee and a cigarette. But a big factor is definitely like TV cigarettes, and it's because I think in high school it was a big deal. Like when you had smokes, you're like, oh shit, we're all gonna meet up after school and smoke cigarettes. And my buddy Mike one day was like, every time you see somebody on TV in like a movie or show smoking, it always looks so delicious. And I've never felt like, I agreed with him back then pretty strongly, but I've never felt more strongly about that in agreement than now. After you quit, dude, you see somebody light up on TV and you're like, oh. One of the hardest things I think I've ever done, I was in a voice chat actually, and fucking Clint was there. And I hear like a Zippo and a light, and then I swear to God, I could hear the fucking drag. Like the burning drag sound when he took the hit, and it does like the, and I was like, I was listening, and I go, did you just light a cigarette? And he goes, yeah. And I could hear him, he's like, yeah. And I was like, fuck, that sounds so fucking good. It was like ASMR for anybody except for people who quit smoking. It fucked me up. I think that's by far like the worst cravings I've ever had. Every once in a while, I'll think about it. I'm like, man, it sounds so good to have a smoke right now. But that sound, man. Whew. I'm sorry, Money. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. I'm thinking about it too much. Evan said Zach needs to stop smoking. Need to encourage it. Let's do it, man. That'll be our lifelong dong goal. The purpose of dong is to get Zach to quit smoking. Jim Kennedy said, I started running, and after that, never missed it again. Nice. Yeah, dude, the breathing is very nice. Being able to breathe. I just recently discovered that I can smell things like really well now. I was driving home and I like smelled summer smells and there was like burning and there was like oil, like all these outside smells and I was like the whole time I was driving I'm like I'm like, "Whoa, that thing smell like stuff." Blew my mind, man. Blew my mind. But anyways, let's take a quick look at the market, a little update. Everything looks pretty chill. Pretty chill. Pretty chill time. Let's go take a look at our portfolio. Shanamax said trying to quit by vaping. Okay, I actually think vaping helped me. I switched to, oh fuck, I don't remember the brand. It was it was like the closest menthol to Newport's. And it was really good for a little while. Breeze. I switched to the Breeze menthol. Not the Breeze mint, the Breeze menthol. And I was vaping those for a little while. And I don't know if the place around me had expired ones or something eventually, but they just started tasting really fucking gross. And I was like, what is going on? And then I quit that, and I had already stopped buying cigarettes because the money justification was huge to me. I was like, whoa, this stupid Breeze is like $20 and it lasts me like 2 weeks versus like $10 a day. That's huge. And then the vape got gross, and I didn't want to buy cigarettes anymore. So I was like, fuck this, I quit. And it actually worked. I think my fiance put it the best. She said, everybody is capable of quitting, but they have to be ready to quit. And I was just ready. Jim said, I remember when I stretched a rubber band and smelled it, all of a sudden I was like, holy shit. Yeah, dude, it's all coming back to me now. Congratulations, Fahid, once again on your victory. Let's do a quick update of our portfolios. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio. This looks like a Head and Shoulders right here. That's a little spooky. Chillin'. This guy is down $108, which is not that bad. 10.8%. Wow, look at ADA worked its way up to the top out of nowhere. That's kind of trippy. Currently being held up by Render, ADA, Fetch, Ondo, and Sol, being dragged down by Proppy, Aptos, Shib, Near, and Doge. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio. Uh-oh, I got logged out again. Shit. Uno momente. Por favor. Okay, let's go. On delay. Our Memecoin portfolio is down $209, which is 20.9%. SNEK is in the middle now. Let's go. Fucking A. I'm so stoked for SNEK sucking slightly less than GigaChad. Fuck you, GigaChad and Doge. That's exciting, man. So we got Pepe with SNEK, Doge, and GigaChad. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was mean. Then last but not least, my favorite and the best performer so far, still in profit, $59, which is pretty much 3%. The narrative portfolio, which is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one gaming coin, one real world asset coin, and one decentralized physical infrastructure coin. Looking good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about this thing. So VeChain is back in the hole, 5% again, but everything else is in profits. Relatively decent amount. Let's go. Bitcoin still chilling. Tomorrow's Sunday. I don't know. We might eat it tomorrow, unfortunately. Shinamax said my Broadcom stock is up a lot. Nice. Jim said, yeah, but crypto costs 10 times as much as smoking. That's true. Maybe crypto is partially... I would actually say crypto is probably partially responsible for me quitting, because I'm like, well, I spent this much money last year on cigarettes, and I could have had that much more crypto. So I do genuinely think it would have had like a big influence. Jim Kennedy said Near is killing me. I feel like Near is killing a lot of people. I'm not sure what it's doing. Should I close my freaking trade? I don't want to be a little bitch. Yeah, I think maybe... I don't know, though, because it might reverse right here. Right at 234. I'm not going to say nothing. It is right at this potential... No, it's not, actually. I don't even know where the hell it is. That's not even a line. That line looks awful. I don't know. Maybe just don't pay attention to what I say about Near. Jim Kennedy said, I'm betting big on Giga Chad still DCAing it. Okay. I like the conviction. They do have a funny meme. Legit. What else? Janik said, LOL. Shana Max said, Laos update for ADA pumped it. Really? Today? Why isn't it still working? Why? What is that quote from that guy? He goes, then why is the project doing not so good or something? It's broken ass English. That shit was too funny, man. Then why the project is not doing good? Why is that's what it was? Why the project is not doing so good or something stupid like that. It was really funny. Shannon Max said SNEK is the only meme with a dong. That's true. Flare, let's go take a look at Flare for Gourmet Brands Brooklyn. Okay, 1911. What a good year. HBAR ENA ETF. Nice. Yeah, dude, I think HBAR is going to kill it for sure. You know why? I think one of the biggest driving factors for me is Kevin O'Leary is heavily affiliated with HBAR, and that dude knows marketing. And he's like one of the go-to people for crypto for the news for some reason, because he's like traditional finance meets crypto, so it's working out really well for him. Flare. So Flare's starting to get a reversal here. You had a big downtrend right here. Little trough filled. Little M scenario played out. Where it's at right now, you could I could make argument for a W. MW. But it might just keep going up, man. I don't know, we'll have to see. See this right here, the spike and then the continuation? You got your spike and continuation. I don't know. I would draw support and resistance lines. It's definitely at resistance right now. From support, 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 resistance, resistance, resistance. There's confluence there, resistance. Yeah, if it can't break above, it looks like 19 something, then it's probably going to pull back a little bit. The RSI is on the upper half, so it's journeying towards overbought. You had a green dot on the momentum wave, which sent it up. Volume's drying up a little bit, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, just keep an eye on it. So we went from green and fun to red and stinky for the market. I guess Bitcoin's still trying. Congratulations, Fahid, once again. Dude, the meatloaf completely covers his win. Let's go take a look at HBAR, actually. So HBAR's got an interesting pattern that I pointed out. Let's see, let me extend this over. Maybe this is the call. Maybe it's going to pull back to the yellow trend line, retest, and continue. I kind of like that concept. It sucks because it's going all the way down to 15.9, but that's not too far from where it's at. A little 10% retrace. I feel like you could live with that. You know? I don't know, man. We'll see. We will see. What am I doing? Am I keeping my trade open? Do I got big balls? I'm a little bit spooked. I know as soon as I close it, everything's gonna go like insane. Money said, JJ, you look tired. Have some cereal. You know what's funny is my fiance just texted me and asked me if I wanted coffee. That's funny. Cereal does sound good though. I feel a little bit tired. I had to get up early today. I get my freaking check-in time, so I had to go to the bank early in the morning. Pissed me off. Tomorrow I gotta go fix my freaking van. So lame. Alright, fellas and lady. I'm probably gonna call it an evening here. Hopefully, I'm thinking we do a little hangout stream later. Just shoot the shit. Talk about random nonsense and chill. Have a chill time. Maybe we can play some dumb video games, interview some folks on Discord chat or whatever. But anyways, Dixie said I'm making a second pot of coffee now. Dude, Opti like has me all self-conscious about my coffee intake now.
He's like, he takes his coffee like in the morning, like with like fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, and he takes like a certain amount, and he only takes it before 10 a.m. or something like that. And I'm like, man, I really like late night, like midday late night coffee. And he's like, well, then you won't be able to sleep. And I'm like, fuck, I don't sleep. So now I'm like overthinking all this coffee stuff from the coffee expert. I've been giving him shit on X about it. It's kind of fun. I'm like Opti's out here like freebasing 600 milligrams of caffeine in the morning. It's fun time, man. Fun time. But yeah, anyways, guys, hopefully I got to get on for an emergency stream because Bitcoin goes absolutely bananas, just like Fahid's daily close contest wins. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for joining. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Saturday and good night.